Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Ted Kaufman with Dr. Ted Talks, and we start our review of the book We today with one of my favorite topics. We start with the sea. We came from the sea, and it will always be our home. Thus, the fascination. The power of the waves, the resistance of the rocky shores. How can such a battle be so relaxing? The rhythm of the sea against the stones, the wise man's therapist. To rediscover yourself, go down to the sea. More than stories of old men or good books, there lies the sea. The sea is a mirror of our soul. Like the sea, we are neither our weakest nor our strongest wave. Nature's medicine, salt water, tears, sweat, and the sea. To walk on the sea, just step into the ocean for a time and let tranquility work. Hidden depths, the enigmatic deep canyons of your heart and of the ocean, go find yourself there. Walk slowly, silently. To delay the headstones, walk upon the sands of the sea. Escape the sea, bask in the sunshine, touch the waves with your tummy, suck in the wild air, and shout to the sky. Connected. We are connected as the raindrops are related to the streams to the rivers to the sea, and the sea to the clouds who create the raindrops. And now the seasons. Summer, the time where laziness collides with respectability. Memories of summers are the medicine that helps us get through the winters in Montana. Summer afternoon, the original happy thought. Summer, the season that helps us appreciate all of the others. Fall, the forest is snowing leaves again. It's a golden blizzard. Fall, the 4th of July in the forest. Winter, we joyfully play on the snow as the earth sleeps. Memories of winter are the elixirs that help us get through the spring in Colorado. Without ball jars, we would need better memories to remember the strawberry preserves in January. Spring is Colorado's bathroom break from being on stage all summer, winter, and fall. Spring runoff. Spring, merely summer's appetizer. And now let's move to service. Our job is not to tire looking for the good in others, though it can be arduous work. What if there were a place all lonely people could meet to dispel their loneliness? What if that place was the unlimited love in me? What if we all got that we were here so that others could enjoy a more abundant life? I live in a way that my thoughts, words, and deeds injure no one intentionally. What if we earn our tomorrows by the service we give today? Mother Teresa was old and served well. Maybe she worked herself to life. Happiness is directly proportional to service. The more we give, the happier we are. About service, don't forget to put the love in. You'll both be the better off thereby. Faced with adversity, let me remember my commitment to peace, beginning with me. We can't change yesterday, but we can leave a sincere, meaningful, lasting footprint on today. I want to live out the precept that everyone is doing the best they can at all times, even when it appears they are not even close. I pledge myself to loving everyone as my family. There are no unlovables. What if everyone wanted to be your friend, but you needed to be patient and persistent until they realized it? The value of doing for others is never realized in the self-absorbed mind. One of the greatest medicines for PTSD is serving others. It takes us home. The work of small hands can create mountains of joy. Take ants, for example. You can't lift the spirits of others without uplifting your own. Good trade. Lifting others' spirits is just good exercise. Now let's talk about speaking. Great speakers walk in ahead of their accomplishments and focus rather on the work at hand. Wouldn't it be great if we acquired the right to speak only after we accepted the duty to listen? The loudest talker is frequently not the greatest contributor to the conversation. As a speaker, I must continually remind myself saying it well pales in comparison to doing it well. Writers and speakers relay meaningful thoughts. Great writers and speakers do it quickly. The most exhilarating part of the conversation can be listening. The words of a quiet man are jewels. We can decrease air pollution if we will but live in the commitment to speak only when the idea is worth the space that it occupies. I share many concepts with my audience, but the best received is "I love you." A gentleman can speak on endlessly without notes, but doesn't. Listening beams the speaker into existence. Light your audience on fire with your enthusiasm, and folks will come from miles around just to watch you all burn. The only thing we learn by talking is the endurance level of the listener. The problem with listening is that it is so frequently crowded out with the effort to create our next response. When you listen, is it active or defensive? Active listening is a form of surrender, an effort to learn. We all know what defensive listening is. The key for the professional speaker to really earn the respect of an audience, while dispelling all fear of making the presentation, is to make the event about the audience. No audience can resist words when washed in kindness, compassion, and controlled ego. Our audiences yearn to be told they are loved. Speaking. It takes 2 years to learn it, and many don't master it their entire lives. Now, on to sports. A friend asked how to handle the last 4 miles of the Ironman race. I said, you must endure the pain as if you were carrying the baby out of the fire. She qualified for the world competition. With all the fantastic advances in medicine and science, why has no one invented a concussion-proof football helmet? fast, fresh ski tracks on corduroy snow, high-speed curved turns on intermediate runs, jumping the bumps at high speed, flying. Practice builds confidence and a neuronal intercorrecting reconnoitering energy anastomosis in the brain to back it up. Waist deep in champagne powder, if Father Nature made anything better, he kept it to himself. Coaching strategy, Little League football. Those guys are your brothers. You don't have to hate them to hit them, but hit them like you hate them because they are your brothers. Help them up, smile, tell them, stick around. I'll be right back. Give me the athlete who is brave enough to make a fool of himself, and I will coach him to greatness. Folks are waiting to carry a hero off the field, Rudy. So what have you done to deserve it today? Amateurs practice until they get it right. Professionals practice until they can't get it wrong. Those who finish second will forever be plagued with the question, did I do enough? Your muscular self is awaiting inside you to be let out. The same may be true of your conscious self. A mother asked if I thought her son should play football. I said, if football chooses your son, you and I won't have much to say about that. A champion fighter knows how to take a punch and answer with 3 quick punches of his own. The champion walks dirty, sweaty, rejected, and dejected from the field, holding his wounds and planning his comeback. When sprinting through the game of life, you must learn to fall. Defeating a really good team is just more satisfying. In athletics, the gain is accomplished after the pain. Suffer now to be a champion forever. Failure is the heaviest building block of the champion. Winning attitude. I didn't lose, I just ran out of time. Coaching character transports performance to places that practice of ordinary to-do coaching never will. Athletics is about suffering. You can suffer during the workout, or you can suffer more with the defeat. True humility. They asked the 7-time Super Bowl champion quarterback Tom Brady if winning his last Super Bowl made him feel prideful over his former coach, with whom he had won the first 6 Super Bowls. Tom replied that the thought never entered his mind. He said he was more about unity than separation, and that he had nothing but great respect and appreciation for Coach Bill Belichick. Now that's the winningest quarterback of all time, demonstrating the effect of character on performance. He seemed to be, with obvious disappointment, but without a touch of blame, a little surprised by the question. May I face rejection like Michael Jordan did when he didn't make the high school basketball team, or like Garth Brooks did when they sent him home with empty pockets from Nashville that first time. I don't remember the football games I played in high school, but I will never forget my 2 best and my 2 worst plays. Early in the football season, our 26th ranked football team lost to the number 1 team 50-0. Last week, we were ranked 2nd, and they were still 1st. They beat us 28-27 for the state championship. It was a very good year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to go feed the horses. We appreciate you being with us. We'd appreciate it if you take just a moment to click that like and subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything and it helps us. So we appreciate your time. We wish you the greatest of days. And until we meet again, happy trails.